Hi, I'm Coach Natalie Carey, and these are modifications for day 4 of my program, Fast Fitness on Tonal. My first warm-up exercise is a hinge, and I bring the bar overhead, and then I stand back up. So how we can modify this is you can hinge down to the bench behind you. So you hinge forward, take a seat, and then bring the arms up towards your head, and then stand back up. So you don't even need the barbell attachment in order to do this exercise. You can do it without it. Let's do one more. Hinge forward. You can take a seat on the bench, and then arms come up. You stand back up. The next exercise that I do in the warm-up is a lunge with a twist. So this is down on the floor, and then I lunge up here, and then I come back down. We can modify this by doing it on your bench. Come into a plank position. Bring the right leg forward, and then if the right leg is forward, you'll bring the right arm up towards the ceiling and then back down. So this way you don't have to come all the way down to the floor for this modification. The next modification we're going to do is a downward dog to a Cobra. So this one is done on the ground. I'm here, and then I come forward into a Cobra. And how we can modify that is starting in a plank on your bench, shooting your hips back into a downward dog, and then coming through into a Cobra. If this feels good for you and you want to do a progression, I also have a progression in the warm-up on Fast Fitness where I do a downward dog and then I go into a dive bomber, and I do that by bending my elbows, bringing my chest towards the floor, and coming forward into a Cobra. So if we're doing that on the ground, I'd be here, I dip down underneath that invisible bar, come into an upward dog, and then I shoot my hips back, and I come back into a downward dog. But again, let's do that modification on the bench. Press my hips back, bend the elbows, scoop my chest along the bench into an upward dog, and then send it back. The last exercise that I do in the Fast Fitness Day 4 warm-up is a dirty dog. And on this one, I'm on the ground and I'm lifting my leg up. But we can do a modification of that by just standing on one leg, getting our balance, bending the knee, and then bringing one leg up at a time out to the side. If you need something to support you, you can grab hold of the wall. You can grab gently onto the arm of Tonal. Anything you need in order to help you balance and get through that warm-up.